The Immortals of the Mist, a journey to Vietnam's ancient Olympus. The peak where clouds are born. Imagine standing on a limestone peak, 1,227 meters above the bustle of modern-day Hanoi. The air is thin, the temperature drops, and a thick, silver mist swallows everything except for a narrow stone staircase leading into the sky. This is Virgin Islands National Park, and at its highest point lies Den Thuong, the upper temple. For Westerners, mountains are often just geological wonders. But in Vietnam, mountains are living deities. Today, we are exploring the sanctuary of Tan Vien Son Thanh and Thuong Thien, two pillars of the Vietnamese soul. One is a god who conquered the seas, the other is the mother of the heavens. Together, they guard a secret multiverse that has defined Vietnamese identity for millennia. The legend of Tan Vien Son Thanh, the first immortal. To understand Den Thuong, you must first meet the man, or rather, the deity, it honors, Tan Vien Son Thanh, the saint of Tan Vien Mountain. In Vietnamese spirituality, there are 4 immortals, 2 Bat 2, and Tan Vien sits at the very head of this divine table. The War of the Elements. Long ago, a legendary king had a beautiful daughter named My Nuang. 2 powerful suitors arrived to claim her hand, Son Thien, the lord of the mountains, and Thuy Tinh, the lord of the seas. Son Thien represented the earth, the forest, and stability. Thuy Tinh represented the unpredictable, violent power of the ocean and floods. When Son Thien won the princess's heart, the Sea Lord exploded in a jealous rage. He summoned massive storms, raising the ocean levels to drown the mountains. But here is the magic. For every inch the water rose, Son Thien used his divine power to raise the mountains even higher. This isn't just a fairy tale. For Americans, think of it as a superhero origin story rooted in the real-life struggle of the Vietnamese people against the devastating annual floods of the Red River Delta. Tan Vien Son Thanh is the personification of human resilience. He didn't just survive the flood, he conquered it. Thuong Thien, the mother of the infinite sky. While the mountain god represents the physical protection of the land, Den Thuong also pays homage to a supreme female energy, Thuong Thien, the mother goddess of the high skies. In the indigenous belief system called Dao Mau, mother goddess worship, the universe is divided into 4 palaces: sky, earth, mountains, and water. Thuong Thien rules the celestial palace. She is the red-robed queen of the heavens. She controls the weather, the clouds, and the cosmic balance. At Den Thuong, the presence of the mother goddess alongside the mountain god creates a perfect spiritual symmetry, the yin, female/sky, and the yang, male/earth. For the Vietnamese, going to Den Thuong isn't just asking for luck, it's about returning to the womb of nature to find balance in a chaotic world. The architecture, carved into the living rock. If you expect a massive cathedral, you'll be surprised. Den Thuong is intimate, rugged, and hauntingly beautiful. Built during the Liu dynasty and restored many times, the temple is literally leaning into the mountain cliff. The architecture is a masterclass in feng shui. The back of the temple is the solid rock of Ba Vai, the support, while the front looks out over the vast delta, the vision. As you climb the 500-plus stone steps, you pass through the Gate of Heaven. The incense smoke here doesn't just drift away, it mingles with the natural mountain fog, creating an atmosphere that feels like you've stepped through a portal into another century. The statues inside are vibrant, adorned in silk and gold, standing in stark contrast to the mossy, gray stone of the exterior. Why this matters to you, the American perspective. You might ask, why should a traveler from New York or California care about a mountain god from 2,000 years ago? The answer lies in the concept of heritage. In a world that is becoming increasingly digital and disconnected, Ba Vai and Den Thuong offer a hidden way back to what is real. Environmental stewardship, the legend of the mountain god is the world's oldest environmentalist manifesto. It teaches that the land is sacred and must be defended. Spiritual tolerance, notice how Buddhism, Taoism, and indigenous folk beliefs all sit comfortably together at this one site. It's a lesson in harmony that the modern world desperately needs. Conclusion: the view from the top. When you finally reach the peak of Den Thuong, the wind howling around the ancient eaves, you realize that you aren't just looking at a temple. You are looking at the spine of a nation. Tan Vien Son Thanh and Thuong Thien aren't just figures in a dusty book, they are alive in every Vietnamese person who refuses to give up in the face of a storm. Next time you're in Hanoi, don't just stay in the old quarter. Take the drive, climb the stairs, breathe the mist, and meet the Immortals. If you're fascinated by the intersection of nature, mythology, and faith, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us document these hidden ways before they change forever.